Lonzo Ball made his debut alongside LeBron last night as the Lakers took on Golden State. LeBron had 15 points. Lonzo chipped in 7 coming off the bench. See, you watch this. What was your biggest takeaway seeing these two together?
I like Lonzo. I'm glad to see him back into the lineup. But the one thing he's got to do is you watch him. He's got to play better without the ball. They have Ingram. He plays with the ball. He's ball dominant. LeBron is ball dominant. Lonzo is ball dominant. So how do they able to get all these guys into the flow? Those other guys got to play better without the ball. That's what's going to be. You can see, though, the extra 15 pounds on his shoulders, a lot bigger, a lot stronger than his rookie year.
I understand he opened the game with an air ball, but his first game back, he actually, I thought, played well in limited minutes. And there's going to be, early in the season with the Lakers, I imagine a lot of plays where Lonzo or LeBron try to throw a pass that could lead to an assist, and it goes into the first row. Jack Nicholson catches it because they're not all exactly in sync. But these are two pass-first guys with super high basketball IQs. It's going to work.
I'm glad you warned Jack, because Jack be lit at them games.
Yeah,
he ain't ready to be lit.
Preseason debut alongside LeBron taking on the Warriors. First shot for Lonzo. It's got to go in to count. Lonzo teamed up with LeBron for his first points of the night there. Finished 7 points, 2 assists. LeBron slightly better, 15, 10, 5 in 18 minutes of play. Lakers go on to win. Here is the Kang on Lonzo.
His ability to see the floor, his ability to push the ball, and his athleticism, as what you're seeing, on the lob catch for myself, and then just defensively, some very, very quick hands. So it's great to have him back on the floor.
When you play with LeBron, you gotta make sure you keep playing because he's easy to watch. Much stuff as he does. He had a monster first half. He's the best player in the world. That's what he does. But we got to keep focusing. Keep doing our job.
All right, CC, I know it was only preseason, but what was your takeaway from this game, from the Lakers' win last night?
Yeah, we have to be very patient. That's what I looked at. Lonzo hadn't played basketball, NBA basketball, since March. So I knew he'd be very, very excited. You got an atmosphere there in Vegas going against the world champs. So those types of things. Steph Curry, like I said, came out on fire, like trying to prove a point. But these young Lakers, to me, it's the first time seeing them collectively. So to me, Kuzma looked comfortable. I like how they went to small ball, put Kuzma at the 5, LeBron at the 4. Ingram looked comfortable playing with LeBron. And I just believe Lonzo, he'll get more comfortable because their basketball traits, they're very, very similar. Outside of scoring the basketballs, being unselfish, being long. And LeBron brought up some good points that, man, his size as a point guard, man, you can play some good defense because you can take up a lot of the court when you have Lonzo at the point. So I like how his comments were measured afterwards. I like how Lonzo said, something, man, you watching LeBron, you can be mesmerized watching the greatest player, how we have to learn how to play with him, that we can't be fans of the game. We have to be part of the solution as far as the Lakers getting better. So I like what I saw. I'm going to be patient, because Lonzo's coming off a very good rookie season. The only thing he didn't do well was shoot the basketball. Shooting at 39%, didn't shoot the three-pointer. We know, you can see last night in his spot-up catch and shoot, you saw him knock down one of those. So we'll see. It's a progress. Changing your jump shot is a progress. So I'm going to have patience in watching him and watch how he develops with the Kang.
Listen, so much of the commentary on the Lakers this year has been about the offensive side of the ball. How fast are they going to play? Do they have enough shooting? Is Brandon Ingram a good enough scoring number 2 option? How's Lonzo Ball? Do they have too many ball-dominant guys? I've watched LeBron James teams for 15 years, and every year since his post-rookie season, they find a way to be one of the best offenses in basketball. Why? Because LeBron James is an offense unto himself. The offensive end is not going to determine if the Lakers win 43 games versus 53 games. What's going to determine it is the defensive end. It's one of the reasons I wasn't as critical of their offseason as a lot of people were, because what they were trying to add was switchable players, athletic players, and youth.
Yes.
And so to go along with their youth, and some toughness, absolutely. Because they already had the youth, they added some toughness. Thank you, C. That is the side of the ball that we are going to have to watch closely. The most important stat, sorry, we got a gnat in the studio.
Nick drawing flies.
The most important stat for the Lakers this year is going to be defensive rating. Where are they in the NBA as far as defensive rating? Where they rank? Because they're off by the end of the year, I would bet every dollar I have that over the final 30 games of the season, the Lakers are going to be a top 5 offense. You know why? Because for the last decade, every LeBron James team post All-Star break is at least a top 5 offense because they got him. So let's see what they are defensively, because last year the Cavs weren't good enough defensively. The year before they weren't good enough defensively. The year before that they were barely good enough defensively, and they needed an all-time offense. That's what people should be watching for the Lakers.
Based on what you saw last night, I think a lot of fans want to know, are we going to see a rivalry this season between the Lakers and the Warriors? Are we going to see a competitive rivalry, two teams that can match with, at least for the most part, match wits with each other?
I think the Lakers can surprise the Warriors. It's just a matter of the young players. Can they get used to playing that level for a long period of time? Can Lonzo slow down Steph from the point? Because when you look at teams and how they match up and everything, there's a lot of different things we can look at. But from a Lakers versus the Warriors, can they match their productivity at the point guard? And can Lonzo be a problem for Steph defensively? Because they hide Steph defensively. I believe that LeBron and KD negate themselves. How good is the Lakers' small ball lineup? And the one thing Nick points out about the defense is very, very important, because sometimes we forget that in analyzing who Golden State is. One of the best, 1 or 2 offenses in the league. We know that every year. But also a top 5 defense every year since they've gotten this collection of players. So the Lakers, how good they can be defensively depends on that, if this can be a rivalry.
Rivalry between the Warriors and LeBron. At the moment, we'll see if it can become a rivalry between the teams eventually.
All right, got to take a break. Coming up, can Patrick Mahomes take down the Patriots at Foxborough? Next on First Things First.